Leclerc takes the checkered flag.
Mercedes in 2015 and 2016. What does that mean for today's results? Well, absolutely nothing.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm, and that may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race. As the cars make their way back to the starting grid to form up and get ready for lights out, let's hope the race ahead today is a thrilling one that will go down as a memorable Grand Prix in the history books.
That's the fastest in the world. I'll be working it. Right. So, who should we look at? Let's bomb up the order to the closest battles, which is Lux on the back of Oster, and Lux has dropped down from P2 to P3, but I think this must be an easy pass with the DRS. Will he make it down into this turn? Side by side goes off track. Still side by side though. Makes it. Honestly, I wouldn't have done that. I would have sat for this DRS down the straight because he might end up losing 2 positions now to Oster and Slugsy. The leader sets the fastest lap. Sit on board with Slugsy and see if he can gain 2 positions in one sector. Straight line speed of Lux is helping him out a good bit there. Side by side into turn 1 though. Slugsy's looking to make a good pounce on the exit of turn 3 into the second DRS section. Doesn't make any moves. Lux seems to have good straight line speed. We'll drop down to this battle though. Mr. shoots in Creamy. Creamy goes really deep into the exit of that corner as Mr. Shoots gets past. So it's a battle for 7th and 8th. And I believe that is Leclerc that's on the back of this battle as well. We've had 2 DNFs all in this exact section. Both in the exact same spot, the exact same part of the wall. There's a change up top. That is Oster, which has gone round and got no front wing. I wonder what happened there. That is left of VSC. He's dropped all the way down to P10, but he will go into the pit, so he will pretty much be last. Connor has also pit, but I believe he started on the soft, so he's going mediums to the end. I don't know if they will actually make it to the end. There's 15 minutes left on the pole. Whack as many points as you can. See who can win this race. What team do you reckon will win this race? 14 of us now. There was 20. Where you all gone? Oh, someone has a penalty. I'm guessing that is a track limits. Let's have a quick nosy. Yeah, 3 seconds. That's track limits. The yellow cars are throwing me off. I thought there was a safety car that's just come out then. And they were going really slow. Wenlock and that guy, whoever that guy is, that's just a mindfuck. They ended up making a little bit of collision, but there is no penalties given for that. You got Leclerc that's right on the back of Creamy, looking to get a good launch. My controller is about to fucking cark it. Multiple warnings penalty for EFE Dams. I'm sitting on board with them right now actually, as they're going to go down this back straight. DRS will be enabled, quite sure it will be anyway. Oh, we have a retirement. Don't know what's happened there. Creamy and that guy, I can't even see it because my pie overlays over the top of it. We'll just call them liveries. Or Verlies, right? So Verlies and Creamy have collided. Creamy has no front wing. Who is Rapido with? Is it XPG? So far we've got, team-wise, we have XPG, I think, in first with Rapido, and then you got FG Slugsy, which is FGE. Lux is AERL, and then Dams? Who's Dams with? Tay Jopper has gone really slow. He must have gone really wide or spun or something. But all I know is that AERL have 3rd and 5th and 10th. The rest of the people I can't need to learn. You got FG Slugsy and FG Leclerc. I've found out the hard way that FGA Stenner is not FGE. So I think yeah, I think we need to do certain colours for certain teams, to be fair. Like, a certain team has white as their main colour, a certain team has green as their main colour. So it's easier for the commentators to tell, because I haven't a fucking clue. The closest battle, though, is here, and then down at the back with Oster and Creamy, but it looks like Creamy's gone into the pits. I don't know. No? Yeah, no. Maybe? What's happened there? Yeah, he's gone into the pits. Right. So we'll bomb back up to Mr. Shoots, and then the battle with Lux and Slugsy. We'll keep an eye on that one too. That seems to be like a 4-car train for the lead there. Just depends if Slugsy can get back into that DRS. We'll actually bomb up there, sit on board with EFE and see if they can get past any people. Wonder if Lux... Oh, there's another retirement of that weird named guy. That brings out a full safety car. They binned it in the... That's 3 people that have binned it in the same corner, I'm pretty sure. Well, that might be the next corner round, but that's a full safety car, so I expect some pit stops. Yeah, I might need to bring up the fact that every team is going to need individual colours, to be fair. Everyone know that I'm doing the comms. So, I believe the point system isn't the usual point system. I am assuming that it's the whole everybody finishes gets points. Let's see who gets into the pits actually. Pits. Stops. Alright, so the leaders don't pit, but they're on hards. Lux is on hards. Tires. Yeah, everybody's not pit. Slugsy's gone in for new hards. And then 9th downward are on new mediums. With 7th and 8th. Oh, and Leclerc's on mediums now. But Connor and Oster have not long put their mediums on. So will the likes of Slugsy get the jump on the top 4 with the pit stops? If you can you like let me know who's who in the chat? And then I'll try and keep an eye on like where teams are for you. Because I haven't a fucking foggiest unless they've got FGE, AEM or they're my drivers. I'm guessing Connor is LR. Because he's got F1 LR at the end of his gamer tag actually. EFE, I don't think they're in the... I don't think they're in it. So I don't know. I will be back in a second, guys. Everyone's kind of spread out a bit. Mr. shoots on the back of Jopper. Down into turn 1. Not a lot of penalties, which is good to see. We're about halfway, well, exactly halfway through the race actually. Leclerc's making some ground on them new mediums in P4. Sway was on hards. Wenlock's on new mediums as well down in P7. Shift back up to the three-way battle for P2. Well, it could be P1 now actually, because Lux is getting onto the back of Rapido for the DRS. Just gotta have a solid third sector, just try and stay in that second gap. Creamy gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in pit lane and retires. Pretty sure he was last anyway. People have boxed. Front 2 have boxed. So that releases Dams and Leclerc. Will Leclerc try and make a challenge? Dams does have DRS though as well. Closest to the battles though is O'Shoots and Jopper. They're still going at it. Oster on the soft sets the fastest lap. Leclerc and Dams going side by side through sector 2. Leclerc just gets through, but then Dams has got the inside line to the next corner. Leclerc steams around the outside, and Dams has spun round. Dams will surely pit now. He's not done a pit stop yet, I'm assuming. He's joined onto the back of this battle with Jopper and Shoots. Shoots has dived into the pits on the hards, and Dams has opted to stay out. Maybe he's hoping for a late safety car or something. Wenlock is on the back of Slugsy down into turn 1. Will he be able to make them medium stretch to the end? The swap for the lead. Connor has got ahead of Leclerc, both on the medium tyres. Okay, so Wenlock seems to be right on the back of Slugsy. Is he going to make a challenge down? No, he's going to stay behind and try and get a challenge down the main straight with that DRS. Lux has retired. That is a surprise. Obviously got on that curb on the right hand side and spun. That is a pretty known place to spin if you get under the curb. So that is AERL down to 2 drivers, from what I know. And AEM missing 2 drivers as well, because I know Stenner and Creamy were AEM. The rest I don't have a clue. FG have 2 drivers in. Surely everybody will pit now if they haven't already. Mediums will be able to make it from Wenlock in. So you got Slugsy, Wenlock in P2, Rapido in P3, which has been the leader for most of the race. Connor in P4, Leclerc P5, TJ, we'll just call him, in 6th. Mr. Shoots in 7th, Dams in 8th, and then last place, which is now 9th, which is Oster. AEM is raiding. Thank you for the raid. Not gonna have a clue. I'm shit with Twitch, so I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing the views have just shot up, so I'm guessing it's raided with the viewers. If it is beneficial, then I'll make sure to return the favour. So it's a full safety car. 9 drivers left out of the 15. FG have 2 guys in the top 5. It has been quite a good race. The people have just been making mistakes purely on the curbs. The curbs are horrendous around here. So let me know in chat who's with who. Because I'm gonna guess the 2 yellow guys are one team. And then we've got Wenlock and Mr. Shoots are AERL, which are white, but then we've got Connor that's in white as well. So I don't know who he is with. FGE and Leclerc and Slugsy. Who is, well, Rapido actually I've been told is XPG, so who is Jopper and Connor with? I'm guessing Connor's LR, but I'm not too sure. Rapido, Dams and Oster. Ooh, so you have XPG have 3 drivers. Happy days. Connor is with AEM, so I'm guessing he's your only driver. See. Connor's looking good on the fresher softs. No, fresher softs. Fresher hards. I bet he wished they were soft. Mediums will definitely get to the end now. But Wenlock's is going to be a bit of a stretch, and Oster's is going to be a bit of a stretch. I don't know how bad the deg is around here actually, but full send. Oh yeah, how did the poll go? 98% went with AERL, so 2 people, and I put 2.4k on it pretty much. So that was just me, and someone putting 10 on, and then 2 people have voted XPG, and 30 points have been put on to AEM, so we'll see. We will see, because there's a good chance. Oh, Connor's got a good launch actually. I'm snapping. Connor is making the most of them new hards. Oh, there's a spinner, and that is Rapido all the way down. Connor has got the jump on 2 guys from the start of that safety car. Rapido is all the way down at the back, miles off this train now. But the 2 AEM drivers are pulling through. Will the 2 AEM drivers make the most? Rapido has left the session. I'm guessing that's just in rage. So I don't know what that will mean points wise. So there is 13 laps to go still. Connor is making a challenge. Oh, don't know whether he forced Slugsy off track there, but it's going side by side into the last corner. Slugsy goes for the, bit of a twitch there by Connor. Slugsy goes down the inside of the last corner and retakes P1. Leclerc now is on the back of Connor, and Wenlock is on the back of this 4-way battle. FG are looking strong in this race. But you can't count out Connor or Wenlock for the win. But then again, Wenlock is on their medium tyres, which surely are degrading quite a lot. There's a red light flashing. I believe that's Leclerc. Yeah, Leclerc's red light is already flashing. 2 FG drivers swap. I'm going to sit on board with... We're going to sit with Slugsy and see how this goes. Well, are you going to sort my child? back, and Oster has had a spin by the looks of it because Rapido is now past him. He is in AI mode, and Leclerc gets a time penalty. We'll actually pull the penalties up. I've taken everything off. Right. So Slugsy is sitting in the best position with no penalties so far in P3. You got Connor, Leclerc, Wenlock, Dams, and Oster with 3-second time penalties. So that is pretty good going for the track limits around here, to be fair. Shoots, is he going to... Shoots and Jopper have been at it all race. This is going to make for a good end to the race. We're just over 10 laps left. And then Dams and Wenlock are going side by side. Dams is going to pass Wenlock down into whatever number that corner is. Don't have a foggiest. Wenlock is now down into P5. He was, I believe, in P3 at the start of the safety car, so he's dropping down fast. But at the end of the day, finishing the race is what counts. That's how you get the points in this tournament. Connor has pulled a 1.8 second gap to Leclerc. Slugsy is going to go down the inside of his teammate. That's a position change for the FGE drivers. Dams is right on the back though of Leclerc, so that's going to put him under pressure down into turn 4. No, he thinks better of it. The two AERL drivers are together now, or are they? When Mr. Shoots and Jopper are going side by side again, they seem to like each other because they're always side by side at the minute. Now Wenlock needs to get back in the DRS of Dams, as Dams is right on the back of Leclerc into this section. Is he going to have the straight line speed to get down and past? No. He thinks better of it and thinks I will take him in the main straight. Mr. Shoots needs to get a wiggle on though and get right onto the back of Wenlock, as Wenlock has caught back up to Dams after just creeping out of that second mark. Dams is got a great exit off that last corner and is already about to pass down the... oh no. FG seems to have that good straight line speed. Is he going to make the dive down the inside of turn 1? He keeps his nose in, but he doesn't get past. Jopper has not got past those shoots as well, so that battle is continuing. Slugsy is starting to reel in Connor, so as long as he stays within that 3-second gap, he should have the win. Yeah, the penalties have actually been pretty good. But the seeding race, that was a bit of ridiculous, but then again it was Canada, and Canada is just a pile of shit. Oh, Dams has a little bit of a wiggle, so that's brought Wenlock back into the DRS of him. Is Mr. Shoots going to get into the DRS? He's only 2/10 to get and gain. But Jopper is right on the back. So we'll check. Is Jopper going to make? No, it does not make a challenge. We'll stick back to Dams though. Leclerc is just staying in the DRS of Slugsy. Slugsy has dropped off massively to Connor. So Connor seems to have put the foot down again. He's put up to about 2-second gap now. Dams, has he got the straight line speed? It looks like he is gaining and gaining. Shoots has got into the DRS, I believe, of his teammate to help him pull along. So you got AERL sat in 5th and 6th. Connor is AEM and he is in 1st along with Dams. So you got AEM in 1st and 4th and 9th. No, I'm wrong. Dams and Oster are with XPG. My bad. Slugsy's warnings. Apparently it doesn't want to let me. Let's take on board. Dams gets another 3-second penalty. That's 6 seconds for him, so that's going to push him down the order quite a lot. Mr. Shoots is sitting in a good position behind 3 drivers with penalties, and he has none at all. Wenlock needs to get back into the DRS of Dams, however. Otherwise he's going to be a sitting duck down that straight. And it'll be a struggle for him to get back into it. Dams has a shocking last sector there by the looks of it, so Wenlock is back into the DRS. It's all about the traction. Is he going? He's still on them mediums, isn't he? Yeah, he's still 19 laps on the mediums. And he's still got another 7 laps to go, so he's going to be going far. He's probably hoping for a safety car at the end. The two teammates are side by, well, not side by side, but they're right on the back of each other, however. Is Mr. O'Shoot's going to get past Wenlock? Is there going to be a swap? Mr. O'Shoot seems to have the speed at the minute. Wenlock lets him through. Whether they battle, I don't know. Mr. O'Shoot has it all to do though. He's got 2 seconds to gain on Dams. Will he be able to do it? There is a train foreman at the front, so he's gained 2 tenths already. Jopper has dropped off the back of the 5th and 6th battle. 2.8 separating Connor and Slugsy now though. No, I don't believe Rapido's got back in. I don't think he was even... I think he just left as soon as he spun. Whether it was rage... Oh, they're side by side, and Leclerc is in the wall. Bit of wheel banging. So it's one FGE driver demoted all the way down. So that's promoted Dams, Shoots, and Wenlock up again. That is a VSC as well though. But the shit thing for Leclerc is going to do a whole lap with no front wing. And the VSC will be ended by that, so that's his race ruined and done. Rapido is still not in, and Oster is still in. So he will get points for finishing if he keeps it going. I'll be back in a second. Right, so the closest battle is for 4th, 5th and 6th by the looks of it. You do have Dams on the back of Slugsy, but I don't think anything's going to develop in that one just yet. Leclerc's in the pits, he's going for the sauce, so I expect the fastest lap from him. Who holds the fastest lap so far, actually? That's the wrong one. That is Oster has done a 19 dead. Nothing special, to be fair. For saying he's on the softs, that isn't anything special, because people are in like the 19s and low 20s on the hards or mediums, so gap to the leader. It's only 7 seconds separating the top 6, and then you got Rapido, which is obviously not in the lobby. So the people without penalties could gain a lot. Mr. Schutz is on a stonker of a position right now to gain a podium. And that's the commentator's curse for you, because he has just picked a penalty up. But Dams actually has a 6-second penalty, so he still could get a podium. Dams is right on the back of Slugsy. DRS down the straight. I'm going to keep an eye on Jopper. We'll go and look at Jopper actually. He's going to go down the try and go down the outside of Wenlock. Doesn't happen. Dams, is he going to make a challenge down into turn 4 with a second helping of DRS? Doesn't look like it, so we'll jump down to Jopper again. He's not going to make a challenge either. What's Mr. O'Shoot's plans now? Is he going to try and bring Wenlock with him and keep him in the DRS? Or is he just going to try and bomb it now and get up to the back of this battle for P2? Well, battle for P2 on track. Mr. O'Shoots is sitting for a P. Well, actually, he needs to get a wiggle on because he's only got 7 tenths till he's not even got a podium. So, how is Dams looking? That isn't Dams. That's Dams. Right, I'm sit on board with him. Rear wing open. Wenlock has a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's got the most penalties. That's a bit of a shame. Side by side into turn 1, gets down the inside. But Slugsy was looking to put a challenge into turn 2. Thinks better of it and just hangs back behind him. Connor has just flew away. Wenlock is surely gone on to the soft tyres. Leclerc sets the fastest lap. But will Wenlock set an even faster lap? Who knows? Mr. O'Shoots is in the DRS range of Slugsy. Is Slugsy starting to suffer a little bit now because he's dropped back a lot there? Let's check the tyres. He's on 22 lap old hards. Oster gets another time penalty. Creamy has left the session. Oster is out of the race. Is that going to be a late safety car? It definitely won't be, actually. There's only 2 laps to go. There's no point looking at Wenlock and Rapido because Rapido is a AI, so it's just a pointless battle there. That brings him up to 6th though. And it's definitely not possible for Wenlock to gain 19 seconds in 2 laps. Mr. O'Shoots is... Pedo and Wenlock, the AIs are going at it. Obviously that DRS. Set on board with Mr. O'Shoots though and see. He's got back into the DRS of the Slugsy. So he needs to get past and then stay in that 3-second gap with Dams. Slugsy have the ERS to defend. I don't think he will. I keep seeing his red light flashing. Shoots just needs to keep it nice and clean. He is on the better tyres. Them hards are definitely screaming. Being on for 24 laps. It's good double help on the DRS is going to help Mr. O'Shoots pull up to the back of Dams. There's only 2 seconds splitting them, but he's going to have another help on the DRS. There's the penalties again. Is it a tradition? Surely looks like a victory for the AEM guys in the next PG. In 2nd at the minute, can Mr. O'Shoots take the podium position away from him? He's only got half a second gap, so he needs to keep it below 3 seconds to get that podium place. Slugsy is going to have the DRS, and Slugsy surely will take P2 at the end of this race as we go on to the final lap. Leclerc is going to get past Rapido, but 6-second penalties. I don't know if the AI counts for points either. Shoots has that straight line speed. did save a lot of ERS for this last lap, so 2 seconds. He needs to keep below 3 seconds for this. It's a really slow first sector there. Is he going to bottle it on the last lap? Be a debut podium for AERL. It is looking unlikely now. Very unlikely. Yep, Dams has got that 3-second gap that he needs, and he does have the ERS advantage. He's burning it. Is 3.5 now, so Mr. Shoots might have to settle for 4th here. Only gets a 6-second penalty. Right at the end, Dams crosses line in P2. Will be demoted surely to P3. P4, Dropper gets up into P3. Didn't watch that one, did I? That was a good clean race for him. Didn't really see much of him at the top, and then he claims the last podium position. So that's the race done and dusted. A win. It was a good race here. So Leclerc set the fastest lap. So we'll get a screenshot of that. Oster didn't finish. Rapido in 8th was AI for about a good few of the laps actually. So I don't know if that will count. So you're looking at like the top 7, I'm pretty sure. But we will see. Race director. Oster did a ass on the pit stops though. Incidents. We'll just go through in case anybody needs to see the incidents for like track limit warnings and taking penalties off and blah blah blah. Pit stops. That was a shit pit stop. That was front wing. Right, but that's a shit pit stop though. 8.2. Anyway. Catch us all later.